we go.
This may contain content that's inappropriate for children, guys.
Okay, I better go to bed then.
Well, they got the pit orchestra and everything up in here, son.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, it looks like a theater.
It looks like we're going.
Are we watching a play?
A play?
Or
This
are we
is
watching
straight theater right here, boy.
I'm hoping that this is the right one. Oh
I mean,
no,
this is
it's not.
PlayStation's-
It's Phantom of the Opera.
Right, Phantom of the Opera, the game. It looks so real.
Wow. They even rendered the chewing gum in the carpet.
Oh man. All those people up in the nosebleed sections.
Mm-hmm.
Nosebleed section.
that person walking across.
This random dude walking.
I'm late. I'm late, and I need to get to the other end.
I'm doing my
of
job.
the aisle, so everybody's got to move.
Yeah. Or he's the one that needs to get right in the middle. Excuse me. And he's not like, everyone's popcorn over, trodden on someone's Pepsi, sat on someone's handbag dog, and it's like, whoa, man. Chill.
Sitting on someone's handbag dog. Desi!
Oh.
Little Desi.
I want to try and see if I can get Grover in a handbag. It's not going to end well.
He could probably fold himself up into one.
Well, it'll probably just be the handbag under his chest with his legs just hanging out.
Yep.
Hopefully this is
This guy looks like a twitty villain from some B movie.
He's the modern version of Severus Snape's character in Die Hard. Alan Rickman.
They're straight going all out for this conference, boy.
Hopefully this is the start.
Can we have the actual conference, please?
He looks like he is possessed. Da 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 da. All right, we got you, bro.
He's the demon of song.
I hate people who are full of themselves like that. I enjoy music though.
This is interesting. Anybody recognize that theme? I don't. Does anybody else?
I don't know. Mm-mm.
Or is that just random music?
Could it be a new God of War type soundtrack?
Could be. I mean, it sounds like kind of that era or whatnot, maybe.
Wow.
Unless it's some sort of combination of some different themes. There's an opening.
Oh, shoot, son.
This is actually pretty good.
Yeah, the music's awesome.
It almost sounds like Pirates of the Caribbean.
A little bit, yeah.
When he's like, take a walk, gents, and they walk along the bottom of the ocean in the first one.
Yeah, the bum 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 bum, yeah.
Maybe they've had technical difficulties and have got him in at the last minute and are like, we need some filler. And it's good filler.
Yeah, I'm not recognizing that as a theme from a game that I've ever heard. This must be either a new IP or this is just like random music. But I would doubt it would just be random music.
I'm hoping this is actually the opening.
Yeah.
Well, if it is some new IP, or if it is like a new game in a certain series, it's a big opening for it.
What the heck? Uh-oh, that's a little bit creepy right there.
Oh my.
That's a little bit scary. Y'all just Y'all just took a turn, left-hand turn.
That's why it says it's not suitable for children. She will eat your children's souls.
Y'all just took a left. Y'all just took a left by the McDonald's. Oh shoot, son.
She's like, I really want to eat this microphone because I think it's a snow cone.
Like, it would be fine just hearing that, but watching her make those noises is weird.
Can we see the Nordic choir that did Skyrim, please?
If this is a game, they're rolling out the red carpet big time, son.
Exactly.
I'm telling you.
I mean, that is one thing I really have enjoyed with the new generation of consoles, is that they've moved towards proper orchestral music rather than like 8-bit.
Right. I mean, 8-bit is nice sometimes, but like this stuff, you just can't beat it. It's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
8-bit is nice for like reminiscing about stuff like, oh, I remember that theme from this game I played 20 years ago.
Right. Exactly. It's the nostalgia factor.
Yeah.
Whereas this is actually beautiful music.
It is beautiful music, but I don't know, it feels like they've done it for a bit too long.
Yeah, it's gone on a bit long. And the lady was a little creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was surprised that it was a lady that was making those noises.
Mm-hmm.
Sony
There
game.
we go.
Mm-hmm.
That dumb hammer doesn't scare me. Oh no!
Boy.
Stop.
Boy.
Who are these people in the corner?
Your mother's knife. It belongs to you now.
What for?
A test. She taught you to hunt, yes?
Yes, sir.
Then show me what you know. I am hungry.
Oh shoot, son.
Yeah.
It is God of War.
Tis God of War.
Oh shoot.
Now you see the hype, why they started off with the soundtrack.
You tell me.
South?
Is that a question?
South.
Huh.
Oh shoot.
Oh, I guess the guy in the bottom right-hand corner is actually playing the game?
Yeah, I think they're playing the game. That's what they're showing on the right.
I was a little confused to start off with because it was a cutscene.
This way.
Knowledge gain tracking.
Knowledge gain tracking.
Plus 25.
It's God of War Tomb Raider edition.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
what
God
I
of War.
immediately
It's
thought.
it's God of War Far Cry Primal Edition.
Right.
Down, boy.
Sorry.
You must think. Do not simply react. Be
Far God of War Raider?
God of War Raider.
I'm not used to hunting.
Well, it's a good thing for them to lead with, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is
Extremely
definitely,
popular
yeah.
series.
It looks good. And it was semi unexpected.
hold. What are you doing? Now his guard is up. Only fire. Only fire. When I tell you to fire.
I'm sorry.
Do not be sorry.
Be better.
Be better.
Yeah, you little punky kid.
Fire.
There's some
With your
there's some
with your
things that
little
are always
bobot.
written the same way that you can just kind of tell what they're going to say next.
It.
Yeah. He's got a beard though.
Yeah,
He's got
so
a
is
beard
this-
for real.
Is this reboot Kratos or is this pre-God Kratos? Like,
Or is this post Gears 3? Or Gears 3. God of War 3. Kratos.
definitely some beasties. Nice.
Nice.
The gameplay's different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got like the over-the-shoulder gameplay thing going for it.
Was it more
Right,
like,
instead of
was
the
it more
top-down.
semi-top down?
Yeah. Oh shit.
Yeah, I'll say this
Nice.
now. I haven't played PlayStation for a long time, so my opinions on these games might not be as, you know, interesting as people that have watched played the series.
Then find that deer.
Good looking game, I will say that.
Back away, boy.
Valhalla.
Valhalla.
Look at this.
Show me already.
Valhalla, that's some mixing of mythos.
Well, he's definitely some form of Norse mythological creature. Unless it's Kratos meets the Norse gods and kills them.
Right.
God of War, the Norse chapter.
Yeah, this combat looks way different, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's totally over the shoulder.
Unless there's a way to switch the camera back to the old mode.
Shoot it.
Father.
Spartan Rage.
I think the kid just said father, didn't he? So is that head getting twisted off?
Nice job, kid.
Off the ice. No!
I am so sorry.
Your deer is getting away.
Yes, sir.
And if you look at
Yeah, and
all
it's
of
got
the
runes.
language, it's runes.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe we fought a real troll.
And you froze when I told you to kill it.
I know, but he was staring right at us.
Him? I thought your mother taught you to hunt.
She did, but I never had to kill anything. She always did that part.
Then it is time for you to learn.
This is a lot of gameplay.
Yeah, it's pretty long demo here.
Yeah.
Like a proper demo. Like, you know, like one of the demos that we would have played when the 360 came out.
Relax. Do not think of it as an animal. It is simply a target. Clear your mind. Exhale and release.
My God!
Good.
Kind of cool that they've got the live soundtrack with them actually playing it.
Still alive.
Your knife. No. finish what you started.
I can't.
I see the scars on his arms. You see those where the chains would have went.
So you feel like it's post.
I don't know. It's weird because he keeps mentioning his wife and he just mentioned his wife, or the little kid's mom.
Yeah, and I don't know whether he said father earlier
unless he's
when they were
remarried.
fighting.
Now, you are ready.
For what?
A new beginning.
Freaking dragon, son.
Skyrim! Dragon, you are the Dragonborn kid.
There's no 4 on it.
Just God of War.
It's just God of War.
Is it a reboot?
That looked great, though.
I'm excited, but I'm really confused. Like, I don't, in a good way. I don't know. That's good.
Yeah. You don't know what direction they've gone with it.
Yeah.
Right.
All right. Well, that was a way to kick it
Hopefully we'll
off.
get some more information. And at least their crowd's alive.
Yeah.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone, and welcome. What a way to start the show, huh? With a live demo of God of War. Right now, also a special thank you and a shout out to our very talented composer of the soundtrack.
Shout out my boy in the pit, son. Yeah. Shout him out, son.
He seems like a twit.
Here tonight with his awesome orchestra, and they'll be performing all evening. So that's
Orchestra's awesome, though. Claps for them.
Yep.
thanks to
Definitely.
Before we go any further, though, I think it's important that we take a moment to address the heartbreaking tragedies of Orlando this past weekend. A horrific event like that, carried out by a madman, really underscores our need for greater love, tolerance, and respect of people of all kinds. On behalf of the PlayStation community, I just want to say that our thoughts are with the victims and the families and the community of Orlando. We stand foursquare with them, and we hope that in this week of perhaps our gaming celebrations, within the diversity of our gaming community, we can find some strength, some comfort, and some solace. The PlayStation community stands foursquare with our friends and fans in the LGBT community as well. And I know they're all in the hearts of everyone tonight.
That was unexpected but very genuine.
It's nice how they've all been in support of that. They've all been wearing those little, like, pins and things.
With me, but
Yeah.
I would like to welcome you all to the historic Shrine Auditorium. We've been away from this venue for a while, but now we're back. We're delighted to be here because it is a temple to creativity and to all that means. We're proud to be part of a vast and expansive team of storytellers, artists, engineers, musicians, and programmers and actors. The massive and sometimes tiny teams who tirelessly create works of art that we find ourselves getting lost in. And that is what tonight is all about. For the next hour, we hope to astound you with a lineup of games that are both dazzling and transformative, with a few surprises along the way.
Well, your clothes fit, so that's good.
Yeah,
Without
exactly.
further ado,
Got your top pants.
Good start.
Got your top
Some of
pants
the
on.
great games coming out on PlayStation 4. Please enjoy the show.
So far, we're enjoying. Just keep it up,
Yeah.
buddy, or you're gonna lose your job. No.
Oh man, I miss their old CEO though, Jack Tretton. I liked him.
Mm-hmm.
Horizon?
Someone asked me once if I remember
BN
how it all went
Studio.
down. As if it happened so long ago that anyone could forget. So yeah, I remember.
No.
I remember when our homes and our towns turned into graveyards. When the wilderness became our only hope for survival. I remember when the planes fell out of the skies. When the trains stopped running. When the turbines shut down. And the world went dark.
Huh.
I remember when they put up the razor wire. Like it was gonna stop anything. When the feds ran out of body bags. When some of us sort of lost our minds.
I think it's dead.
Some lost more than that. Much more. I remember when we lived by a code. When brotherhood meant something. And living meant more than surviving.
Goddamn liar!
So yeah, I remember how it all went down. I don't give a damn about any of that. You know what I remember most? Riding the open road. The smell of your hair. The touch of your skin. I remember you. But those days are gone. Now I'm a drifter. A bounty hunter. A mercenary. And for me, the broken road is all that's left. But I'll always remember.
Huh.
Wow.
New
This
IP.
must be a new IP.
Yeah.
It looked good.
It did look
It
good.
did.
Is that the guy
Yeah.
from The Force Unleashed?
Looked like him a
look
bit,
like
didn't
him?
it? Yeah, it did. I noticed that
could,
too.
It could be. But, you know,
mean,
he's on
'cause-
Once Upon a Time now, so he's not going to have time to do anything of use.
Dear God, let's not even mention that pile of utter crap.
And the timing on Sony's appears to be equally as good as Microsoft
Yeah.
so far, which is nice.
Now, is this a new thing or is this still that Days Gone thing? This looks like something different.
This looks like the
This
Last
is
Guardian.
Last
Last
Guardian, I believe.
Guardian. Yeah.
See, I said there was something
Yeah.
with snow in it.
God, that game looks something else.
Run! I don't know why, it reminds me a little bit of Brothers.
A little
Like,
bit.
It only took like 7 years or something. But we got
I know,
it.
right?
We got it.
It better be
Is
better
it
than Duke
possible
Nukem.
for this to live up to the hype?
Probably not.
No.
I mean, it's gonna probably be pretty good or great, but there'll probably be a lot of
Huh.
people that says it took too long to come out.
There's a ton of
They
games
finally
coming out
have
in
a
October.
release date.
I can't wait to play it, but I'm like you. It's probably gonna be tough to live up to the hype now that it's been so long.
Yeah.
With those kind of games, I never look to it for the hype. I just look to see whether if it's a good game. 'Cause
Correct.
those
I
kind
mean,
of
that's
things,
what I try to do too,
Get,
but-
They get hyped because it's taken them such a long time to come out that people get false expectations. Now this
Yeah, this
may
looks
make me buy
awesome.
a PlayStation 4.
Gameplay?
Looks like
Gameplay.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, so
Nice.
far they're 3 for 3 on games that I'm interested in. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're doing pretty good.
Turn back. Corrupted machines in the
That's
valley.
more than
I have to cross. I'm headed for the
EA
border.
and Bethesda combined for me.
Yeah.
I mean, and it's okay they didn't show gameplay from Last Guardian because they've showed it last year.
Yeah, and they didn't show anything for that other game. What was it called?
But-
That just
But
Days Gone.
but that's the first
Days
we've
Gone.
seen it. So
But
like I
Exactly,
give them
that's like the teaser trailer.
yeah,
So we would like to see gameplay next year.
correct.
Yeah.
I just
Like-
love the idea of these animal robots.
I know, right?
And-
This is just such a cool like setting. It really reminds me of like Enslaved,
Got some weak spots, but they're tough.
which is cool.
She's using eagle vision.
Risky, but I need the components.
And it's a little bit like Far Cry Primal with the whole tribal setting as well.
Yeah. I like that there's a dodge button.
Mm-hmm.
I love me a good
Yeah.
dodge button.
Oh,
I love me a
little
good dodge
slide
button too. As long as it's not
Look
the
at that
same as the
bunny.
cover button.
2 explosive traps.
This
coming
looks
right
like
up.
the Far Cry Primal Yui,
I
actually.
know.
It
yeah.
really does. That's what I was saying, and I was like, and that's not a bad thing at all. Because Far Cry Primal's user interface craft system combat worked really well for me.
It's corrupted.
Ah, so I wonder if corrupted machines are like more powerful versions. God, this looks so good.
You did it. I came from Mother's Rise.
Corrupted attacked the village.
Yes, and something worse. A demon.
Demon?
We have dialogue
Yes.
wheel.
It scuttled from the forest.
I'm happy with that.
Drove a group of watchers mad.
How did you do that?
I saw, but I did not understand. Oh, Goddess, protect us.
That voice acting, though.
It's not far.
It's
Oh,
always
God,
the
that's protect
melodramatic
us.
guy that turns up.
I don't believe in demons.
Isn't
and I
it?
don't run when lives are at stake.
Oh
Get
my
out of
God!
here.
I mean, she's fine, but like random dude number 17
Mm-hmm.
was a little bit.
Miscellaneous henchman. Wow.
I like her outfit.
hmm
Her outfit's cool.
It is.
The village.
Look, it's an outpost,
It's the corruption zone.
It's a good amount.
isn't it?
Yeah, that whole user interface just looks like straight out of Far Cry.
If I
Mhm. It
override
does.
those, that should do.
Map and everything.
Get
Go away,
pasted
robot
on.
bison.
You know what that thing reminds me of? Those freaking demon deer in Dark Souls 2.
Oh no!
I was about.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm
that's,
Scholar of the First Sin.
Ooh, that's cool.
that's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, look,
She got
it's,
a mount
it's Far
now.
Cry Primal. They got mounts and everything. I'm being terrible. It's not, but it's a. Those kind of mechanics are fun. Oh wow, they're like
Look
giraffes.
at that.
That is pimp, dude.
I wonder if you could climb up on the top of one of them.
Right, yeah.
Because I'm assuming, like, the start of the game, you're not going to be able to tackle any of the really big beasts. So it might take a coordinated effort to bring one down if you need parts from it.
Mm-hmm.
The
Or whether you
environment
can,
is
like-
spectacular, man.
Like she's doing
Yeah.
here, whether you can get an assortment of different beasts that you can use as allies. So, like, use one as a mount and maybe use one to attack another.
What's that noise? What the hell is that? It's corrupting the Watcher? Vulnerable to fire.
Corruptor.
Here
He's vulnerable to fire. I like that the little scanning mechanic that she did to like see what its weaknesses are.
Yeah.
That's cool.
And I wonder if you can upgrade that to, like, maybe find out if you kill an enemy, what items it will drop for you.
Right.
That was close.
So it's like it infects other creatures with a computer
what's
virus
that?
to make them fight for her.
Oh, she's gonna blow that thing
Blow
up.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's cool. I can't wait to play this game.
Yeah, this game looks fantastic.
I can't wait to buy a PS4 when I found out that this has a release date.
Release date?
Oh, shoot. Joker throwing rocks at you.
Stupid spider scorpion creature.
and
Oh, her
and
little
her
mount. She whistled for it, right?
She
called
whistled
it.
for
Yeah,
it.
I think so. Yeah. I wonder if she can charge in with it. Different kinds of ammunition.
Yeah. They're doing a nice job of showing off all the weapons and stuff.
Yep.
Oh, did he kill her?
Mm-hmm. It looks like it.
Mount thing. That's sad.
My saber tooth, no. I like those
Pin
kind
it
of
down. Yeah.
those tether arrows.
Yeah, the tethers are good.
But I'm wondering, like, if there's a really tough enemy and you only need a certain piece off it, if you shoot it off and pick it up and then ride away, you don't actually need to, like, completely destroy it.
Yeah. Oh, there's like a slow down time.
Yeah, like a focus mode.
Focus, yeah.
This machine. It looks ancient. Where did it come from?
Look at that, man.
That's amazing. Well,
They started out with a bang on their conference, boy. They're not even holding back in theirs. They said we're going straight for the fences, dog.
still no release date.
Yeah, still no release
Hey,
date
here's
on
Quantic Dream. Here we
it.
go.
Quantic Dream. Oh yeah, this is
Is this
Detroit.
Detroit?
I want to see gameplay on this. I wonder if they'll show
Yeah.
gameplay or if it'll just be cutscene.
That looks in game.
Oh, this is in game. Well, maybe not.
Please, please, you gotta save my little girl. Wait. You're sending an android?
All right, ma'am. We need to go.
You can't do that. You. Why aren't you sending a real person?
Captain Allen, my name is Connor. I'm the android sent by CyberLife.
It's firing at everything that moves. It already shot down 2 of my men. Saving that kid is all that matters. So either you deal with this fucking android now, or I'll take care of it.
Don't come any closer or I'll jump! Hi, Daniel! My name is Connor! There's no way out, Daniel. The only question is whether or not you take another innocent life. I'm holding all the cards.
Dang.
If I die, she dies.
This is
Look what you
opening
did.
with some action.
You were designed to serve humans, not kill them. What was I designed to be? Their slave? Their toy? You're a machine you have to obey. Now put the gun down and let the hostage go. I've spent my life taking orders. Now it's my turn to decide.
I wonder if he's gonna grab the kid. I don't know if he
Nope,
would.
he's gonna fail.
You suck at life, dog.
Yep.
Hey, to be honest, it looked like that guy was gonna kill her. Anyway.
Ah, so it could have turned out differently if your analysis, if your play had been different.
Huh.
touch him and I kill you. You can't kill me. I'm not alive. Tell that helicopter to get out of here.
It's definitely got that Heavy Rain vibe to it with all the decisions and stuff you can make.
It's up to you how the story ends.
That was like 5 different paths right there.
Yeah.
At least.
And then there's the happy ending.
Sort of.
Sort of.
You lied to me, Connor. You lied to me.
And then his head explodes.
Holy crap.
That's
nice.
awesome.
My name is Connor. This is our story.
Not so much gameplay, but kind of gameplay mechanics, which is equally as good for this kind of way that you play the game. That looks awesome.
And that's a different protagonist than what we've seen before, so it looks like it's going to be Heavy Rain-like, where you have multiple
people you can...
people that you're playing
because it was like a young blonde lady android, wasn't it, in the trailer?
This is VR stuff, I think.
Nah, it turns out to be Last of Us 2.
It said before kitchen?
Before kitchen, yeah.
Before kitchen, before 1.
If you don't get out of there, they will kill you. Get out now.
Because they're like, kitchen disappeared and then an orange 1 appeared.
Yeah, orange 1 was there,
Yeah. Mannequins are always creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they really are. I think some of the creepiest ones were in BioShock. When the splicers would like just jump out from within a bunch of mannequins.
Yeah. Nah, the worst ones were Condemned.
I haven't played Condemned.
Where you're walking through a bunch of them and all of a sudden you turn around and they're like, block your path and...
Right.
It was a thing that you wouldn't have played. But...
Nope.
Yeah. Look at that cockroach. Why did you open that? Why? Why did you open that? Like, do you really need to look in there to know that that's nasty?
Tasty. Not.
That was interesting.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Has he gone upstairs? It's like, you need to get out of there now or they're going to kill you. And he's just like wandering around really slowly, looking at food.
Do you get a vibe from this like that, P whatever that was...
The PT demo?
Supposed to be
or
the...
PT?
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of. Silent Hill 2, or whatever the next one in Silent Hill.
Well...
Okay. What the fuck am I supposed to do?
Because I thought PT got cancelled, and then they said that they were going to do something else.
What the fuck?
But I'm not sure.
Well, you know Sony picked up Kojima, though.
It's true.
Yeah.
So they may still do something with that. This might be maybe what he's turned it into.
I think I know what this is.
You do?
I think this is the thing I spoiled for myself.
Ah, right.
Yep.
Oh, shoot.
Yep.
Resident Evil.
Whoa.
Resident Evil 7, and they've redone it as a first person. That's a really good move for them.
That is interesting.
Play the demo tonight, it said, on PlayStation Plus.
Didn't expect that.
Yeah, that looks amazing.
Wow.
Do you think it will be a PlayStation exclusive then?
No, I do not think it will be a PlayStation exclusive.
Yeah, they would lose too much money.
Yeah. They've already gone multi-platform for too long. I don't see any way that they make that exclusive.
In addition to the PS4 console experience, the full Resident Evil 7 will be playable from beginning to end with PlayStation VR.
Oh, God.
That,
You're losing me. You're losing me.
But that kind of game kind of makes sense for VR, for the immersion into that world.
Yeah, but
it does,
is it gonna...
but I'm so tired of this thing. I mean, it said on the console, so...
Of the necessary processing and graphics power already built inside 40 million PS4s that have been sold worldwide.
I'm just wondering if it's going to be on rails or something, if it's going to be VR. Surely you can't walk around in all those spaces freely, I wouldn't. Maybe you can.
Images at a high fidelity. We have the production expertise to create a headset that is designed for the gamer. And because PlayStation 4 is a fixed platform, developers can fine-tune their games for the system to deliver the same transformative experience for all PlayStation VR owners. I'm happy to announce here that on October 13th,
October
PlayStation
again.
VR will make its debut in the United States.
It's too much, I think.
Yeah, I can't.
Currently, more than 50 games will be available from launch until the end of this year.
Wow.
I mean, that's
a lot of VR games.
If you're going to put 500, I'm at 400 down.
PlayStation has been moving towards VR more than Microsoft, it seems, and Microsoft is kind of getting on the bandwagon late.
After the experience, and after this experience, to come with us next door to the arena post-reception, where we'll be able to have some PSVR kiosks set up so you can all have a go. Now, I'd like to showcase a few PlayStation VR titles, starting with PlayStation exclusives developed by our own worldwide studios. Please watch.
Please don't be silly bow and arrow games. I mean, if they're like Resident Evil 7 type games, that makes more sense, you know, for me to spend that much money on them. Not that I plan on spending it, but... Like, at least this doesn't look like a bow and arrow game or like a kiddie game.
I bet this place isn't even on the star charts.
This is No Man's Sky.
Unknown environment. Unknown atmosphere. Wow. Unknown location.
It's almost looks like Lost Planet, not Lost Planet. It looks very much like it is on rails.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of, even about the Resident Evil 7 that we just saw.
Right. It's like, do I have to open that pot?
Like, if I could put on VR and not walk around my house, that's a whole different thing for me than if I have to put it on and move. If I have to move around, I don't think I want to play it that much.
Yeah.
But if I can sit in a chair and just be in the experience, that's a whole different thing. It's still not worth $400, but
right.
I don't want to fall down and break my leg playing a video game.
You still have to turn your head.
PlayStation VR mission. Star Wars.
It's a Star Wars game?
Corellian Cruiser. Or Blockade Runner. This is the new TIE Fighter game.
This is TIE Fighter.
Oh, Battlefront.
No, it's Battlefront.
X-Wing VR
X-Wing
mission.
VR.
So is it going to have a bunch of people playing VR against each other? Or is it going to be an on-rail single-player experience?
How do you feel when you put on that mask? Are you hiding from the world?
Is it Phantom of the Opera?
That's Joker.
Batman?
That's Joker, yeah.
Maybe you feel invincible. More than just a man. Or maybe you're just like me. You see that life is nothing but a sick joke, and so you choose a face to match. But what happens when we become what we pretend to be? When illusion becomes the new reality? Does it even matter? After all, if you find a mask that fits, you never need to take it off.
Wow.
Huh.
See, this is what I mean. For PlayStation, looks like they've actually put a fair amount of work into their VR.
Into their PlayStation VR.
Whereas,
but like, what is that gonna be though?
What is it gonna be?
Like,
yeah, surely you can't do the combat or anything with it. It's probably just gonna be more of a detective.
Yeah.
Detective-based game. But still, at least it's not little crappy bow and arrow games.
Right.
That's what I was worried about. We'd see 50,
Chocobos.
50 games seems like a lot, but if it's all like bowling and stuff or shooting hoops or something.
There's that boss fight that we saw earlier.
What worries me about FF15 is that it looks cool, like the gameplay looks good, but I don't know a thing about the story.
Yeah, I know very little. Yep.
All I know is that it's this group of like this fantastic bromance because it's all guys.
Yep. 30.
Wait, that's a lady.
That ought to do her.
This shouldn't take long. Simmer down now. Hit it!
Yeah, let's.
But this is VR too, is what they're
What is
saying,
this?
right? Yeah.
It's going to be rail shooters, where you can look left and right.
Yeah. Look this way, that way, shoot stuff.
Yeah.
As I said before, it's a gimmick.
Yeah. I just... Nothing about this looks cool to
No,
me.
I wasn't meaning that it's something
I mean, the
that I'm...
Resident Evil thing looks good, but... Play as Prompto. Who is that? Who is Prompto?
Hmm.
What I was going to say about PlayStation VR is, it doesn't interest me, but at least they're showing you a couple of things that are available for it, but as far as I'm aware, Microsoft said we're going to do some VR, and then didn't show anything.
Yeah,
right.
and
Well, because they don't have anything ready, because they just announced that they're making this console to support it. PlayStation 4, you're not going to need another console. I don't.
Right,
think,
you just need
for
$400
this VR stuff.
See, that's what I mean. Is like
that's another thing too. What is Microsoft? What is their VR platform? Are they going to have their own? Is it going to be that? What was it called?
Scorpio, Project Scorpio. You mean
Hologlass or whatever they were showing last year or the year before last?
Stand by for objective.
Because they still didn't give a price point on whatever their VR platform is going to be.
Right.
So you have to get their console and an additional price point.
See, this is why Microsoft announced something to do with VR, because they knew that Sony was going to at least are going to be ahead of them because they're not having to design a whole new console. It's like we're using the console we have because we knew we were going to put some sort of VR into it a lot further back in.
Which is kind of gonna be interesting how they, because I know there's supposedly a Project Neo, an upgraded PlayStation, but if they're saying that you don't need that PlayStation for the VR, is it truly their next console, or is it just like their slim version of the PS4? I don't know.
Maybe we'll...
Or is it gonna be the 40K thing? Like, now we're gonna have 40K on this.
Right.
You can do all the other games and the VR with the VR thing and make the VR compatible for both the PS4 and the new thing.
Right.
And have that.
But they're not forcing
4K.
you to buy another console to play VR.
Right.
Yeah, see, this looks like something like Crimson Dragon, where it's just like you're on rails and you shoot enemies.
Yeah. Just, I don't know. I guess I'm just not.
I'm not sold on the VR
train.
thing. I like the fact that they have a lineup that's not like kid type bowling and stuff like that. Like it's actually games that if I had VR, I'd probably want to give a shot. But I mean, how do you do a Batman game in VR? It would have to be just detective work.
Right, or driving the Batmobile.
I think it's more for people that just want to be immersed into Batman's environment and not care too much about the gameplay, but then that's just like a glorified film.
Right, the point is that, like, how are these games?
How are they going to be structured? Because surely you can't.
Well, rail shooters are still games.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They
like,
are.
For me, if I'm going to play VR in my house, I would actually prefer it to be more like a rail shooter. You see what I'm saying? That's just me personally. I don't want
to run around.
Yeah, I don't want to be walking around in my apartment when I can't see.
Because you see the way that this guy's moving, he's like dragging himself forward with the grapple, and then limited movement while he's in place, and then he jumps. But that looks like that's part of the rail, and then he pulls himself across.
Right.
It's probably going to be more for the immersion rather than the gameplay. Like, you're not going to be able to play competitive FPS with a VR headset. It's just not going to work that way. Because I'm curious to see how they're going to make Fallout 4 work in VR. And it's just going to be like a limited experience. So you'll be able to like walk around your settlement and stuff.
Hello, boys and girls. Boom. Sucks to be you.
Force in, let's go. Staff Sergeant, cover the exit. Ethan, restore life support.
Aye, sir.
Salt, scope the windows. I get the CO's card.
Alert! This vessel has been compromised. All personnel to bridge response. Activating gravity.
Tigress actual, weapons are down, moving to
They need R2-D2 to close the blast shields.
What game do we think this is? Is this...
I don't know what this is.
Is this a VR one again, or is this something else?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think it is.
I don't know.
The only shooter that I know that's supposed to be in space
PlayStation
is or that I know of would be the new Call of Duty game, because you know it's still going to be in the future, like in space.
Right.
And the gun mechanics look very Call of Duty.
They do kind of look Call of Duty-ish.
And we didn't see anything Call of Duty at Microsoft. So has Sony signed? If this is Call of Duty, then they must have signed a deal with them.
Depressurize and grab hold.
Yeah, because I'm confused as to whether they've said that, you know, this is they've already done the VR stuff and this is something else.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm just looking at that gun.
Right.
And the way it fires.
Just the
style
reticle and everything.
And the style of the game looks like the more modern Call of Duties. And if that's the case, more gameplay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it looks. I mean, it looks good, whatever it is. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they must have signed a deal with them.
November.
Because we didn't see this at Microsoft.
But was that VR or was that not VR?
No, I think that was just regular game.
Yeah, I think that was regular.
That looked
gameplay.
like regular game.
And they're supposed to be redoing MW2. Or remastering it or whatever.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks like... That's what this looks like.
Because I was kind of wondering that after we saw the Microsoft conference, I was like, we didn't see Call of Duty, so...
Call of Duty, yeah.
Sony must have
one
paid...
of the possible things that Dormouse and I talked about being at Microsoft was Call of Duty.
They must have paid them to have them at their conference. They'll probably announce some like exclusive DLC or some such.
Or PS4 might get it
first.
A week early or something, yeah.
Yeah. Good old Price. Those were good games.
That was
Modern
a good
Warfare
game.
1 and 2.
So is that just Modern Warfare Remastered?
Campaign 30 days early.
Modern Warfare 2.
It said campaign 30 days early. 30 days.
Wow. So that's a month.
What the heck?
Ukulele?
It's
No, not Crash.
Is it Crash?
I said there would be a Crash game.
It is.
I was joking, but I said that there would be a Crash game. Because you said there hasn't been something from Naughty Dog.
I'm proud to announce that we work with our partners at Activision. We're going to bring back the original Crash, Crash 2, and Crash Warped, fully remastered from the ground up for PlayStation 4.
Wow.
Remastered. Wow.
Crash Bandicoot
I played them on the original PlayStation.
On PlayStation 4 this October in Skylanders Imaginators. So let's have a look at that.
Oh, good. Something I don't care about. I do like how this has mostly been a lot of not talking, though.
It's kind of interesting, yeah. We've been kind of enthralled by what we're seeing.
No, I mean, the conference itself has not been a lot of talking. Like, they haven't had a lot of presenters and people up there going like, look, so yes, we've been making this game, and it's going to be the most awesome game. You know?
Well, I agree. I've personally been noticing, too, that we haven't been talking as much.
Right. Yeah.
Well, the trouble is that I don't really have too much to say about a lot of these because I don't own the console, and some of the titles say like God of War. I don't have the background in the game to be like, okay, this looks cool or different or whatever, and I guess it impacts on me giving my opinion. I mean, like VR, I can give my opinion on, but
right.
And a new IP like.
Or the Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Lego.
Yeah.
Oh, Lego. I'll play this one because I am a bit of a Lego fan.
The belonging you seek is not behind you. It is ahead.
Droid, I'll pay for him.
Actually,
droid's not for sale.
I love the little thing that they put up on screen on that TV is the old there's no program being played that was used on British television.
Yeah.
Before that there was all, there was TV every day.
Yeah. That was what they had here too. Just the bars,
okay.
Colored bars. Yeah.
No, it's like a girl with a clown.
This droid has to get to the resistance base as soon as possible.
He's carrying a map to Luke Skywalker. Don't tell me a Rathar's got loose. I got a bad feeling about this.
Nom 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 nom.
Ding. Oh, Lego. It's funny.
Yeah.
They've shown a lot of stuff that's multi-platform though. But the
That's
presentation
basically all
of each
Phasma
thing
was good
has
for,
been
is being
good.
put in a bin.
You're afraid that you will never be as strong as Darth Vader.
We're not done yet.
Knocks himself out.
You might need this.
That's a throwback to Indiana Jones, isn't it?
Yeah, when he just shot him.
Yeah. Oh, Lego.
Oh yeah.
They've still got the humour.
Good old Lego. Ah, demo's available right now.
Now with VR, what? You can actually build stuff.
Please welcome to the stage Andrew House.
Thank you very much, everyone. It's an absolute honor to be here at E3. Our mission is to make PlayStation the best place to play for gamers. And I think you'll agree that this E3 marks one of the strongest lineups of content in PlayStation history. That's a result of our commitment to partnerships with the most talented developers and storytellers in our medium. And as proof of that commitment, please join me in welcoming one of the most creative talents in the history of gaming.
Kojima.
Yeah. Gotta be.
There he is.
There he is. Cool. Wait, he's outpaced it.
He's a little bit ahead of the floor.
He's God. He's walking on air, baby.
He's like, I'm not under your command. I'm my own man.
Now what's he? Wow. Okay, here we go. Wow, dude, this is crazy.
Hello, everyone. I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay, bye.
Today I bring something new. We made for you, and this is all running in real time. Please enjoy.
Their little, his new little like graphic is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Huh. An eternity in an hour.
Yep.
Good old William Blake. Do you think this is a new IP?
Yeah, it's definitely.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Well, because it's something that he's been working on with them. Dead crabs.
Dead crabs.
mean, it seems like a horror game just from the outset.
Yeah, just a little.
Oh shoot!
Whoa!
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, cause that's Norman Reedus.
Yeah, they kept him on. Oh nice.
Norman Reedus?
It's Walking Dead guy. He was
Oh, right.
he was supposed to star in the new Silent Hill.
Ah, okay. Oil?
Oil.
Ooh, that doesn't look
Wow.
good.
That's instead of a belly button, isn't it?
Yeah.
He was actually holding himself as a child.
Could be.
Wow.
This looks strange.
What is that?
Aliens?
Aliens?
What's the title?
Death Standing.
Death Stranding?
Stranding?
Oh, Stranding.
Death Stranding. What?
He always has these
this
weird.
title makes no sense.
Yeah, the title. I don't know about the title, son.
We're gonna have to.
Everyone's like, wow.
You're gonna have to do some improvement on that. But the game, like the trailer, looked good. That's interesting.
I just don't even know.
Like, who
Wow.
knows what that's even supposed to be, but it looks cool.
It looks cool, man.
And it's cool that it looks like they've kept part of what they were working on before.
Yeah.
It's Insomniac.
This is
Oh.
Spider-Man. This is gonna be Spider-Man.
Yeah, this is Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Insomniac. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Marvel. Yeah. Cool.
I think this could be really good.
Yeah.
If the like free roam of the city is good and the mechanics work and it looks good.
It does look good.
I mean, you said that were they the ones that did it's completely gone from my head. Second Son.
No, that was Sucker
Sucker
Punch.
Punch.
Yeah.
That's Sucker
That, they were rumored to be doing this game, but I guess it ended up being Insomniac.
Do you think they're now able to do it because they got the rights back? Marvel.
Yeah, that's possible. They got the rights back for them. My question is, how many of these things are going to be PlayStation exclusives?
Right.
I wonder if Kojima's game will be.
I think it will be because
they
he's partnered
bought
with
him.
them. Yeah,
Yeah, he's with Sony.
with them.
Everyone, sometime in your life, should have the ability to walk on with an orchestra. It's the most amazing thing ever.
That is actually pretty true
Yeah.
that you would want them to play awesome music for you.
Yep.
Tim, take it back.
Yeah, we know he's the man.
Yeah,
we know.
we know.
He's the
We are
bomb.
on the verge of a future unlike any other. Thanks to the dedication and the passion of the greatest gaming community of all time. We are committed to delivering the future technologies and experiences that will continue to evolve.
This new console?
We thank
Probably.
you, our partners, our allies, our friends, for going along with us on
It's
this.
gotta be. They're close to the end of their presentation.
At the core of interactive entertainment is it's play, right? As much as we love to talk about stories and visuals and emotions and graphics and technology, it all comes together in the brilliance of gameplay. So before I leave, it is my distinct pleasure to share a live demo with all of you of a title we introduced earlier tonight, but we'll see it played live. Thank you for coming, ladies and gentlemen. Days Gone.
Oh, so they're gonna go back and show
they
that.
are
one.
going to show that.
So Days Gone will get gameplay.
That's cool.
So maybe they're not announcing a console.
He's headed to the old sawmill. Going in after him. It's gonna be dark soon.
When does that ever stop me?
There's a lot of these post-apocalyptic worlds, aren't there?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this almost looks like it could be The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Alright, Two Dog, where the hell are you? Shit. Go on. Get out of here. Get out. Well, that ain't him. Alright, let's see. Yep. I could use that.
Silencer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
That doesn't look entirely normal.
Uh-huh. Some small baby creature has killed the
spirit
wolves.
Two Dog.
Spirit fetus. Why?
No.
Two Dog.
They look kind of Two Dog. They look kind of like a combination between knickers and those little things in Dead Space.
There's too many games that look good.
You know how this is gonna end.
Looks like it's post-apocalyptic zombie-esque again.
Zombies.
Where you at?
Two Dog, why?
Now the question is, do you shoot him or do you leave him to get ripped apart? Or do you take him with you?
Totally leave him.
Oh
Totally
yeah, left
leave him.
Totally just jetted, son.
The asshole did it to himself.
Holy crap! There's a ton of them.
And they're fast.
Yep.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
No, son, just keep running,
Oh
bro.
my god. Yeah, you
Dang,
don't have
look
enough
at all of
bullets.
them. Look
You
at
don't
all
have
of
enough
them.
bullets. You do not have
Oh,
enough
never mind.
bullets. Just move.
Wait, it's a door that doesn't require two people to close.
Yeah, just the chain.
You better
Yeah,
keep moving.
You might want to be jetting right now, bro.
Turn around and hit that barrel. It's red.
Yeah, hit the barrel.
I know, I
There
keep
you
saying.
There you go.
Yeah, see?
Red means explosions.
Green means poison.
Oh yeah, that's
That's gonna stop them. That's gonna
Yeah.
stop them a lot. But you don't have enough bullets for all of them.
Yeah, you don't have enough bullets, bro. What are you doing?
There's
Look
a
at how
sea
many
of them.
enemies.
There's a
Look at
sea
how
of
many
them.
enemies are on the screen at once. Like,
I wonder if the frame rate's gonna be as good as they're showing right now.
No.
'cause that's a ton of freaking enemies, man.
I think there will be problems with frame rate.
I mean, that is a ton of enemies.
Hope that doesn't fall down.
Hopefully it will once they've got on there.
There's a lot of enemies in there, man. Yeah, I'm worried about the frame rate on this game.
Unless what they'll do is have to lower the number of enemies.
Right. What?
I mean, just look at how many.
Because he's
That's
killed
crazy.
at least double what's on the screen already.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't like that too much. He just ran right through
just
him,
ran
son.
right
They
through him.
They didn't even try to like tackle him or anything.
Grab him.
Dude, just run. Like,
There's no way he has that many
there's
bullets.
no way.
Like, he must
There's
have been
gonna be
collecting those bullets for about 15 years.
That's a lot of freaking zombies, man, or whatever you want to call them.
This can't be proper, like, gameplay that we're gonna expect.
Right. Because there's no way there's that many enemies on screen and it runs that smooth and looks that good.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Agreed. Unless the environments are just gonna be really simple.
Woman Rita's holding that baby.
God of War.
I mean, they showed off a lot of good stuff, though.
It was a good conference.
Oh, yeah. The conference itself was fantastic.
Yes.
Like, the pace of it was great. They didn't show off a ton of hardware and crap.
I
There
think
wasn't a lot
the
of
main
talking and
problem was it
filler.
was too much VR.
Yeah,
It seemed.
that's my main gripe with it, is too much VR.
Oh, there we go.
And
There's
it's
Rise of Iron.
unclear. It's unclear what the VR gameplay is going to be like. But I get that it's hard for them to quote unquote show VR gameplay because you can't. You can't really show it on screen, but you could show somebody doing it and you could see whether or not they're moving around or whether they're sitting down or what they're doing, right?
Yeah, like the Batman reveal was cool, but like we didn't get to see how that game is gonna be played in VR.
Right.
So therefore, it's hard to say.
Yeah.
But I just like the fact their VR lineup wasn't a bunch of kiddie games. That's all I cared about.
Right. Well, I mean,
It
they
was-
showed us like 4.
Well, yeah, but it
Out
was
of
4 good
50.
ones. Yeah.
That's
I mean,
true.
the other 46 could be horrible, but
I mean, they didn't say, like, here's a few of them and then here's what the rest of them are going to be and give us title names
Right.
either. So it's like, you got to read in between the lines a little bit with, like, what they didn't show.
So with what they didn't announce, it feels like Microsoft is losing VR already.
Oh, yeah. For
It
sure.
feels like it's
Yeah.
already lost. But it had to put something out because Sony's put.
well, just the fact that you got to
Something
buy a whole
better
new
out.
console to just experience
Right,
it
to play
is
it.
a loss. Yeah.
And the fact that they
Yeah,
announced
that's what I
that
mean.
new console,
Yeah.
they announced 2 new consoles because they announced the. We can stop now, right? I don't care about whoever these 2 jokers are. The fact that they announced the Xbox One S or whatever, the slim version, like, that's all well and good. That one's fine. But then they also announced the Project Scorpio one. And then you can imagine that on top of that Project Scorpio console price, you've also got the VR headset price.
You have to buy something else.
I don't know.
Do you know
but
what? Do you know what I feel with Microsoft and PlayStation is that it's going to be, if you want backwards compatibility and multi-platform play, buy an Xbox. If you want VR, buy a PlayStation. Or if you like the exclusives for either one, then that's it. Maybe they shouldn't try and compete with each other, but expand their market slightly differently so that, you know, they're not butting heads so much. Because I'm not going to tell someone just because I have an Xbox One that the PlayStation 4 is terrible, because it's not. It's just, coming from my point of view, I had my gamer tag before the PlayStation 4 came out, and I have a lot of gamer score, and that's what I like. So that's why I didn't buy a PlayStation 4 over an Xbox One. But
you're already invested in some of the Xbox series, and you're not invested in the PlayStation series as much because you haven't played them. So it makes sense for you to stick with the console that you have. But continue.
No, I think I basically said what I wanted to say. Just, do you know what I mean though? It's like, do they have to compete on everything?
Right.
Can
they
not
both
just go,
have to have VR.
all right, PlayStation, you've won this one, but we've still got backwards compatibility and cross-platform play between PC, Windows 10 and Xbox. I mean, it's limited, but it's still a thing.
Because, why can't Microsoft just focus on doing the Oculus Rift thing with their PCs, with Windows?
Well, that's what I was getting at yesterday, because if you can do cross-play and all that kind of stuff, then, why do you need to do a new console? I feel like most of the people who want to do VR that's Microsoft's side would just have a PC for it. I'm still confused. And see, that's why I wanted to see Sony's conference, because if they drop the Neo and they force their players to go VR too to get the new console, then it makes sense. VR is just not something that can be done with current hardware. So that makes sense, right? We're going to do VR, got to do a new console. But they didn't. So I really feel like Microsoft is throwing the dice on this one.
Yeah, I'm not happy
do.
or excited about Scorpio. I'm just not.
I just feel like they have made a lot of steps forward, and maybe they thought Sony's Neo, they were going to have to maybe do a console to compete, and then maybe Sony, obviously they didn't show it. I don't know.
Do you think there's a possibility that they will back off the Scorpio and say, you know what, we're not doing this? Or we're gonna take a few more years development time and make it our next console.
Yeah, because they said fall of 2017 or whatever, but that's not a concrete date. They could. I think they're
gonna have to. That's what I think. I just think if I'm Microsoft right now, I'm going, okay, we just put our neck out there again. You know what I'm saying? On the chopping block. And because we know that PlayStation gained a lot more fans this generation than they pretty much ever have before. They've always been a little bit, when you talk about the PS3, right? It took a long time for PlayStation 3 to catch up because Microsoft got out early, and then Microsoft had Live, and it's a much better platform. But this time around, it flipped. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And so if you have a PlayStation 4 and an Xbox and you want to do VR, that's just what you want to do, well, you're looking at PlayStation. You don't have to get a new console, and it's $400 and you're in. Whereas if you're Xbox, we don't even know the price yet. And we're predicting, at least we're thinking the console let's just say the console is $400. Well, then you still got to get the console for $400 and get whatever VR thing they have going on, which is more money on top of that. So it's going to be more expensive than just going the VR route with the PlayStation. So at that point, I feel like Microsoft's going to lose those coin flips with the people who have both consoles.
Yeah,
right.
And they're also losing in terms of timeline because their PlayStation VR is coming out this year. Yeah, Scorpio's next year, so they're going to be a year behind. Well, maybe next year
if it doesn't get delayed.
Right.
If it doesn't get delayed, yeah. I just, man,
I'm just gonna see how the next year pans out.
I mean, I'm not buying VR for either one of them, you know, for at least a couple of years. But I am more impressed with the VR atmosphere where I am, that it could be on rails, or I'm sitting down and maybe I'm just moving my head. Like that X-Wing game they showed, I could definitely see that being VR. I'm just sitting in my chair, it's flying, and I'm moving my head. That makes sense to me. More so than if I can actually walk around an environment. I don't think the Resident Evil 7, at least what we saw in the demo, I felt like I was on a rail at that. And that was a demo, but you get my point. I can't see myself being able to freely walk around that environment. Maybe you can, but I wouldn't want to do that in my house. No. I just wouldn't. So
nope.
I wish, I mean, they spent a lot of time in the VR. I wish they would have showed us more of like how the games actually play.
Right. Rather than just like teasing, like, oh, look at this franchise, it's going to be VR. Oh, look at this franchise, it's going to be VR. It's like, but what's it going to look like? You know, like, I can imagine playing Resident Evil, and imagine you're like moving your hands around, or, you know, sitting in your chair even, or walking around or whatnot, and your like leg brushes up against something. Like, you're gonna fucking have a heart attack.
Yeah.
Like,
but see, to me, a game like Resident Evil would be more scary if I can't control my character. Like, if I can only control maybe how I'm looking in the environment. That freaks me out more, because if I can move around, then I could just go, well, I don't want to walk through that door right now because I'm scared. But if the game is forcing me to go through the door in VR, to me that's more scary than me kind of having the choice to kind of chill. And because, you know, you can do that in regular games. You can be like, well, I ain't going forward right quick, I'm gonna take a breather and calm down and rest and chill. But if it's a VR environment where it's kind of on a rail, to me that's more spooky in VR for me. But I don't know, I guess that's just how you look at it.
Right. And for me, like, that kind of thing is less scary, because I know it's kind of like the whole, like, when they did Silent Hill, what was it, Shattered Dreams or something for the Wii, and it was like all you could do was run away, like there was no combat or whatnot. For me, it's almost less scary because I know that I have no power to control anything, so whatever is going to happen is going to happen, and it's not like, well, I'm going to go through that door, oh, it's on the other side, oh, I'm going to go through it, you know? I don't know. For me, it's less scary when it's on rails like that.
Yeah, I guess it's just however you perceive those kind of games.
But as far as Sony's conference goes, what are highlights for you guys in terms of the games they showed?
I liked everything, to be honest. The VR thing, I think we're all in agreement, was the weakest part. Because they just kind of, like Batman, I was like, oh shoot, Batman VR, okay, I'm ready to see it, and then they didn't really show it at all. It was just Joker talking, right?
I would say, coming from a non-PlayStation background since PS1, Horizon Zero Dawn, because I don't feel like I've missed out on anything with that, especially if I buy it when it comes out. I guess Resident Evil for me isn't one that I'm really looking forward to, but then I've never been a big fan of the Resident Evil series or that kind of like horror game where like this time it doesn't look like it's a shooter or whatever, you're just like wandering around within the world of
from the 2 minutes that they showed us.
That's what it looks like. Yeah,
Crash Bandicoot remastered, maybe.
What about Detroit Become Human?
Detroit, yeah, that as well.
I'm gonna like that game. Yeah, I was a big fan of Heavy Rain. I'm gonna like that game, I think.
I mean, that Days Gone thing, yeah, it worries me for the frame rate, because, I mean, we just experienced the frame rate hell of Dark Souls 3.
And it also worries me as well for the fact, like, at the moment, that's what their game looks like, and then it will be like, oh yeah, we've dumbed down the number of enemies, so this isn't what it is anymore. And it's like...
Yeah.
Now I haven't played Dead Rising. How does that hold up with frame rate? Because I know it has a bunch of.
I haven't played Dead Rising 3, which is the latest one. And that
2, they had a ton, and it does slow down some, but it's not awful.
Usually it was because when there was loads of enemies around, we were trying to grind out the kills for the 72,000 kills, and you're running people over in a vehicle, so it's their death animation as well as being lots of people, and that'll always affect
the frame rate.
So
well, I know when
if he's throwing fire at a giant bunch of them and kills a lot, it's going to have an impact.
Yeah,
but it's
I just
whether
see
the PS4
an explosion and it goes.
To deal with it.
Yeah, because when they fell off,
a slideshow.
Yeah, when they fell off that warehouse, yes, there was a lot of enemies on screen. I was like, well, that's a pretty good. But I mean, I'm thinking about Dead Rising too. I'm like, well, that's about the same number as Dead Rising. I mean, that's not a lot. It's a lot, but then when they come through the train, it looked like a wave, like an actual ocean wave coming through that freaking train of nothing but enemies, and I was like, holy crap. And I immediately thought frame rate, which, you know me, I'm not much of a frame rate person. I know some people count, it's 22 frames, but I mean, I am a frame rate guy when it's a slideshow. When it's like 15 frames a second, you can tell.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking that's what that game's going to be. If it's not and they can pull it off, wow, kudos to them.
Yeah.
But interesting.
Is the PS4 supposed to be more powerful processing wise than the Xbox?
I believe
that's what people say. I don't know enough about tech, but that's what people say. Supposedly,
so it may be man enough.
It may.
That's actually
Maybe.
something that would be interesting. When you get to the point in Dark Souls 3 where we had frame rate issues, whether it isn't as bad on the PlayStation.
Yeah, that's
for
possible.
Whatever reason.
We shall see when you get there, Mr. Exonomate.
Yeah.
And you can report to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, because so far I haven't had any. I had one frame rate dip in one area, but it was so minute and it only happened once. But no major like Blighttown
that's
frame rate
nice.
issues yet. Yeah, on PlayStation.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, let us know in the comments below what you guys thought about PlayStation Conference, and we'll see you guys in the next one.